9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play's a run with Nwangu. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now Cousins' throw going to be pulled in by Addison.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues, and the chains move again.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Steal, check, steal. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Inside the 10.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. the Vikings now to start their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Cousins.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Play action now. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Jordan Addison, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Addison will go in motion left. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there. In this game, so far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hey, red. .43 rail. Ready?
Now a first carry. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They go play action. Cousins. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On play action, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower, because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go. Black swap. Hut.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Falcons at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going play action, Ritter. He's got Granson, his tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Fight, 97. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Cousins again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it makes the score 21-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Yellow.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready, ready.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake, Cousins.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins now.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion, and the ball's up in the air, and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Check white. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that's caught by the tight end, Branson.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready. Ready.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Following the interception, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Joe Fukuda.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Play fake, Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch, yellow.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ritter off the play fake.
Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Drill green. Strike. Check. Strike.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
73 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the game.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
50 Fury. Yellow, line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jackrabbit, jackrabbit.
A give left side to Robinson. Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Minnesota. 63 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start.
And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Cousins now on second down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
17.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It's at about the 23.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
6, mega.
2 yards on
Check,
the pickup.
Matt.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter.
His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready.
Ritter from the gun. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Intended for Scott Miller. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Here we go.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They're on 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Cousins.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Cousins to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Falcons 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's first down.
Ready.
Here's Ritter.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. London hauls this one in.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Cycle.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ritter. This is Robinson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ultra. Hustle. Hut.
Now Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set. Hut.
Ritter looks to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Trippin', this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing haters say, let them talk about us, my whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it, I kill it and then I walk away, put the chalk around it, I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big